Hello all, my name is Rahman, and in this video we are going to learn about the linear regression in Python using the Pandas library as usual, and we are going to use some more libraries like what we say the for plot in Pandas we are going to use the math library and other libraries. So let's go ahead and get started. So guys, if you remember in the last video we have been talking about the data cleaning. So guys, first of all I want to copy this file and I'm going to paste this one here. So I want to make this copy here again. So I think so guys, you will be asking like why I'm getting this data science basic. So guys, in the last video I have gone to its what we say its file location, and then I have created a folder known as data science basics, and in that folder I have created these three files. Now we have this data cleaning dot this one, so I'm going to save and I'm going to close this one. So here I'm going to still running. Okay, so now let's shut down this one. Now I'm going to create in one more file known as data linear regression, something like this one. So I have opened this about blank, it's going to open that right now. So first of all guys, what is linear regression? Linear regression analysis is used to predict the value of a variable, and it's based on the value of another variable. And the variable that you want to predict is called the dependent variable. So the variable that you are using to predicate the other variable's value is called the independent variable. So that's what is the linear regression. So I have created this one. So here I have created this one, and in this one I have the entitled. So I want to change it something to linear regression. So I'm going to rename this file. So I'm going to linear regression 2. Now in this one, as usual, I am going to import the pandas, and here I am going to import the numpy library. So I'm going to import the pandas as pd, and we have the run this one. Now I'm going to run this one, also import the numpy as np. So guys, you are importing this one numpy, but for importing this one we have to be downloaded this library. So for downloading you can give something like pip install numpy, something like that. So that's why I have already installed this one numpy, so it's going to get me this one. But still, let's check whether are we having anything or not. So I'm going to open this one, or let's open this one here itself. Let's check whether are we having anything or not. In this one I'm going to open this one. Let's type here this one. Now I'm going to search here the pip numpy. So it has already been installed on my computer, I think, so I didn't remember. So it's showing me requirement already satisfied. That means I have numpy in my computer. Now I have already imported the numpy. Now I am going to import the matplotlib. So it's used for the plotting the graphs. So I want to import that one also. So import the matplotlib. Now I want to import it as the plt. So I want to so I have used this one. So now in this one I'm going to use here dot py plot. So it's used for the plotting the graphs. So matplotlib. Now anyhow guys, now I'm going to run this one. So it's going to, I think I have done some mistake here. Okay, so anyhow guys, I have not done any mistake. Now as usual I have to read the columns, read the file. So that's why I'm going to give data should be equals to pd and pd dot read csv. I'm going to read this csv file here, and in this one I'm going to give here the way csv. Now I'm going to run this one. So I'm going to do the same methods that I have done in the data cleaning. Okay, let's open this one. It's going to take some time for opening. Now I have imported this one, so it's reading this file, but we have the columns. I'm going to run this some things like this only. So I'm going to run here data columns, data columns, and run this one. But basically I'm going to copy these things So as usual, I am going to copy because I have to use this stuff here. So we have the data.column. So these are the useful later on, right? Not right now. So I am getting these two are running because it's showing here the star, which means that this file is not completely read. So that's why I am getting the columns is still running. So till the time I'm going to paste this one data.describe. So it's going to describe the table here. So first of all, I'm going to run this one. So let's run this one, or it's going to take or not. Let's okay. So as you can see here, this columns has been shown here. The data type is object. We have ID, URL, region, price, year, and all of this stuff. Now I am going to click on this one, and I want to run this one also. So here we are getting this some percent. Like we have the ID, price. Okay, so we are describing the table, not whole table, but somewhat of the table. So here we have the ID, then we have the price, some information about the cars, and we have the count, mean, and we have the min, max, and all of the stuff. Now I am going to use this one only here. Copy. Where was I? Here. Okay. So if you see here in the drop NA, I want to copy this one. In place should be equals to 2. So first of all, I am going to place this one here and run this program. So if I click on this one, it's going to delete this one. So I have deleted that one, but it's going to run. It's taking some time. So guys, as you can see here on the screen, it has already ran this one. So data.description.head. So guys, but if you remember in the last video, so what I want to do is I want to change this, data type to is lowercase or uppercase. As I said, we can convert them, but at that time we were getting some errors like description. We were giving something known as DESC, but at that time we were not having anything known as DESC, so which was description. But I have ran that one, but still I was getting some errors. Why do that one? So I leave that part. So now we have the data.description.head, but in this case I want to change a data type right now. So for doing that one, I can give data.cylinders. So I have given, sorry, I have done some mistake. So we have the cylinders. I am going to copy this one, and then I am going to paste this one in place of this one. Now we have this. Okay, so now I have the data.cylinders. So now I want to change it to a variable. So that's why I'm going to give here the PD, which is pandas, and then I want to give the to the numeric. So for doing this one, I'm going to use the underscore numeric, and then I'm going to use the data.cylinders, or I should paste this one. Let's paste this one. Now I don't have this, so now I have the data.cylinders. Now beside this one, I don't want to run this one only. I want to run the, so errors should be equals to this one, something known as COERCE. So I will talk about this, what I am doing right now. So first of all, let's run this program. Let's check whether is it going to work or not. So if we are having any variable explorer, then it will be better. But here right now, no, pandas has no attribute to numeric. So here guys, we are getting some more error to the numeric, but I think we have that one. Let's search here around. So we have the pandas as PD. I have imported already this one, but I have imported the data.cylinders. So guys, let's leave this point. So we have the data.cylinders. I think PD to the numeric, I think we don't have this one. Now in this case, I'm going to type here the data, and then I have to cylinders. Okay, so it should be data.cylinders, and it should be .value counts. So as I have used the value counts, value counts, then I am going to use the brackets, and we have to run this program. So guys, we are getting something like the name is cylinders and the data type is 864. So we have checked this one already. So now what I want to do is I want to check the what we say. I want to check the table. I want to plot a graph, small graph. So that's why I am going to use here something like data, and it should be something box plot. So I am going to use here in the price here. So I am going to give here the price, which is a column here. So I have already seen this one. So now I am going to run this one. So it's going to plot a graph. So guys, as you can see here, we have the axis of plot. So here I have the given the box plot because I want to print something like this one. But if I give the plot, let's check whether are we having anything or not, or are we getting any errors. So it's going to take a time, but till the time I am okay. So guys, if I give your plot, then it's going to show me the place, the location in the table, in the graph. So sorry, I'm getting this also. I'm not seeing the time, so I'm getting something like this. If I give, so let's give the box plot only because I want to see this something like this only. Now I have the box plot. Now I am going to get this one in this way. Now we have the 3.5 and we can plot the box something like this. Now I want to check the same thing for the odometer. So I'm going to paste this one in the place of price. I'm going to use the odometer. Now I'm going to run this program. So it's going to take, okay. So guys, if you see the difference here in the odometer and in the price, so we are getting a lot of difference in this one. Now let's give here the pie plot, py. Let's check whether which type of, okay. So now I think plot. Let's give the box plot only, so we don't have to do any experiments right now. Okay, so here in this one I have used this one right now. So I want to see the max price of the car. So I'm going to give the data dot max. Sorry, I have to give the price and then I have to give the dot max. And in this one I am going to run this program and I am getting this one instance. So guys, the data dot price, and then I'm going to check the total cars price. Now in this one I'm going to check for the odometer also. You can see in this way, but so I'm going to use here the data dot price. Sorry, let's check for the odometer. Odometer dot max, something like this. Now I am going to run this program. So I'm getting this 10.01. So I'm getting something like 1.000.0 something like this. So now I'm going to use here, I'm going to paste a block of code. So I have written this one. So here are the data outliers, and we have the price, data price, until, and I have all this stuff. But now what I want to do is I want to remove this last line. Okay, so I'm going to select this one X, and then I'm going to run this program. Now first of all, let's run, and I'm going to paste, run it again. Now I'm going to copy this whole line and I'm going to paste it in the end of this one, and I'm going to delete this one. So first of all, let's run this program. So we have the 34. So now it's going to run now. So first of all, in this case, so I have the outliers and all of this stuff, but still I want to run this one again, box plot, and still we are getting, but there is a small difference here. If you pause the video and go back, and then let's see the small difference. Now I have created this one. Now in this one I have to use here the data outliers, and in this one here I am going to use the two brackets, and in this one I am going to use the price. Okay, and here I am going to use here the odometer, and beside that one I want to use the cylinders, and beside this one I think I should stop here, this one, but he's this one. Now I am going to save this one, but I have to do one more thing that I forgot this sometime before. So let's run this one or something like this only. So data outliers is, okay, sorry, I have done the mistake, outliers. Now we are going to run this one, and we can see, I think in the graph, in the type of a graph, here we are getting the odometer not in index. So guys, if you see here, we are getting something like odometer and cylinders are not in index. So let's leave this one. So they are not found in the index. So I think we have not added them. So anyhow guys, we can understand them. So I am going to give here this sum, and I want to sum these things. Like I have given the data outliers. So where I have created a variable, and in that variable I have given this something known as data, which is a data, and then we have done all of this stuff. If you see here, so I am going to run this program first. So I have to give this one is null, and I should give you some. Sorry. So now let's run this program, but I am going to delete. I have done a mistake again. Now let's do this again. So I am going to paste this block of code sum, and now I am going to run this program. So in this one we are getting something like this, like id, url, and we are getting all of this stuff. So in this case I am going to use here this slash data the underscore out data outliers dot shape. I am going to give here the data shape something around 0. So it's going to run right now. So guys, as you can see here, we are getting them in the type. So here the data type is float, so that's why we are getting like 0 point and all this stuff. So anyhow guys, that's all for this video. So if you have any question, please give it in the comments below, and please make sure to subscribe to this channel. And in the next video we are going to talk about the SQL queries, and we have not learned detailedly in the linear regression, but we are going to talk about the linear regression in the next video, and we are going to talk about the SQL queries also. And I will see you in the next tutorial.